So, evening, boys. Long time. I haven't seen some of you on here. I guess if we lose more often, maybe all of you turn up. But hopefully that's not the case, and you're gonna come on when we win as well. But yeah, good to see you all, and glad everyone's well. So today, very disappointing. I'll go last. So let's start off. Eddie, man, give us the rundown, bro. What do you think?
I like what I was just saying, I think it just was an off day for us. We didn't turn up, never looked like we were going to win. And we didn't have that much luck as well, to be honest with you. I'm just hoping it's one off. And hopefully we're playing like how we did last week against Chelsea, like we've been playing the whole season. But I'm still quite optimistic with Liverpool. I still think we're going to do quite well this year. We might not win everything, but I think we will win hopefully one or two things. So just put it for a bad day. Just one of those things. I think I can't believe. I think we missed Bradley today at right back.
Yeah,
to be honest, I think like he's a better defender than Trent. Wherever you say he can defend, Trent wasn't all that. I know it's his first game back and stuff, which is fair enough. But we actually missed him, and also I think we missed Nunes from the start. I think if Nunes was playing from the start, I know he wasn't fit, would have been a game, but. As I say, it's a bad day in the office. That's what I can say.
Karim?
Yeah, I've got to agree with that. I've got to agree with Bradley. When he came on in the cup, he had Martinelli in his pocket. That 15 minutes where he started causing us trouble. Van Dijk, probably one of his worst performances of this season. He just misread everything, I reckon. Substitutions. I feel like down that flank. I feel like Elliot. I feel like that was a wrong substitute for him to make. I feel like we lost a lot of pace, especially bringing the ball forward. The other side of it, yeah, Nunes. That's probably a big factor as well. Holding the ball up, bringing play. Even though he misses quite a few chances, but he brings a lot of people into play as well. A lot of players into play. A good playmaker. Szoboszlai, he was a big miss today as well. I feel like it's just the occasion. Arsenal had to win it. If they lost today, that was their season. They weren't gonna, Man City, the way they chased the pack down, and the winning run they can get. It was more of a must-win game for them. Now it's going to probably stay as a three-horse race. So, yeah, it's not the result we wanted, but we're not out of it, and it's just one bad game.
Jayden?
Yeah, man, I gotta agree with both of you in a sense. I think I was a bit worried when I saw the lineup a little bit because obviously we haven't had Salah and Endo. We've been doing well, but I feel like there was a certain type of way we were playing that with a certain personnel that helped us to do that. And we weren't good enough anyway. Aside from that, we weren't good enough. We had 0 shots in the first half on target and a goal that wasn't scored by us. So we didn't do well anyway. But in terms of the missing people, Nunez as well is a big one. I think people see him, and I've spoken to a lot of people or see him online, and you look at him, you think, he's a bad footballer, which I can see why people would say that, you know what I mean? But to the way we've been playing against teams, him, and yeah, like you said, Conor Bradley as well was important. Which is what I didn't think I'd be saying. But I think Nunez was a big miss. And we were just easy. We were just easy to play against. And they pressed the hell out of us. And like you said, probably Virgil's one of his worst games, which is he's human. He's allowed to have bad games. It came against Arsenal. It was never going to be, we looked at all the predictions. I think it was a 50-50 chance, essentially. So it's never going to be a game where you're guaranteed a win. But yeah, it does hurt because that was a win that would have been like, okay, we're winning the league. We're really going to do this. Now it's like, we can win the league. Do you know what I mean? That Arsenal victory, we have no more away games against the top six. We have one more, I think, and the rest of it is at Anfield. So I think if we did that against Arsenal and Emirates, it would have been like, this is happening, this is on. We can start to really not believe, but you know what I mean. And yes, it's now what Kerem said. It's made it a 3-horse race. I never counted Man City out for a second, but now Arsenal have just made an impact on it. So unfortunate, but we deserved the loss.
Okay.
Yeah, hello guys. Long time no see. Pretty much what you guys said, really. It was an off day. Nothing we could do about it. You didn't expect Van Dijk. But he started off for me there was a bit of I don't know, miscommunication in the back, maybe because of what's happened with Bradley. I hope it's nothing to do with the Klopp situation. I don't think it is. I think it's just the way we just set up. Yeah, we just went up for it, guys. We just went up for it. I hope they can correct it. We've got a few things that we're in, and hopefully we can bounce back quickly. The only way to answer the critics is you then go and win your next game and go from there. And so hopefully that happens, and we bounce back. I'm hoping it's just a one-off.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to say, obviously, you know, condolences to Conor Bradley and his family, you know, because obviously that's why he wasn't playing, because his dad passed away today. So, yeah, I mean, when I heard that, I was like, oh, man, I feel for the kid, you know. He's just sort of burst onto the scene. His stars shining bright, and then bang, that happens. Life, man, life does not fuck around, mate. I'm telling you, man. It just when you least expect it, things like that happen, you know. And so I just wish him well, and I hope, you know, his family are okay. And you know, it's a horrible situation for the young boy. But I just felt, because I was at the game obviously on Wednesday, I was up at Anfield to watch the Chelsea game. And I know we were at home and Chelsea were awful, but there was a different energy about our team on Wednesday. You know, there was an intensity, there was an aggression, there was dynamic play. I mean, we didn't let Chelsea breathe. We suffocated them. And I was praying. I mean, I was been chatting to Yaz like in the build up to this game. And I was praying that he just kept the team the same. I was like, no, the same team's got to come out. Even though Robbo's fit now and Alexander-Arnold is getting fit, I was hoping he didn't start with them. I was hoping he kept exactly the same team. Obviously, Bradley, understandable, he's not playing. I wasn't sure what happened with Szoboszlai, but apparently he had a reoccurrent, like he felt his hamstring or something like that, so they didn't risk him. And obviously Nunes picked up a knock that I wasn't aware of. And so it kind of took all the dynamic play out of our team. Those three players, you know, gave us so much. I mean, Conor Bradley, and I've heard the quotes, and I was saying it as well. He's like Andy Robertson, but on the right-hand side. He's got that kind of energy about him, you know, although it looks like he can shoot better than Andy Robertson. But I mean, apart from that, you know, he's like an Andy Robertson style player, you know, all energy, aggression, up and down the flank, you know. So, yeah, look, he'll be back. He'll be back. So, you know, look, as I spoke to Yaz as well earlier, and, you know, it's one game, man. It's one game. Look how many great games Van Dijk and Alisson have had for us. You know, they've had one bad game. It's cost us, yes. But we're still 2 points clear of Arsenal at the top. We've played most of the top teams. I think we've got to play Man United away. I would say Man United away, Everton away. They're going to be tough games, you know. But apart from that, we should be able to, you know, win a lot of our remaining games. And then we've got a lot of games at home as well. So, listen, it's not all doom and gloom as far as I'm concerned. I think we're in the driving seat still, you know, and it would have been nice to beat Arsenal just because of their fans. Oh my God. Oh, the Arsenal fans. Oh my God. because obviously we live in London, so we get it from them. You know what I mean? When
Please
they
don't
win.
get me started, Jason. Man.
Yeah, no, but do you know what I mean? So
my phone temperature's been hot the whole evening.
yeah, my one too. You know, they're all like,
They're the
Klopp's
worst.
a fraud. Klopp's this. Klopp's that. Your team's the best squad in the league. What happened? And, you know, look, Arsenal have lost 4 or 5 games this season. We've lost 2 in the league. So we need to put things into perspective. You know, it's not nice to lose a game of football, and you know, I'm not happy about it. But look, you know, I've seen too many good performances from us this season. I'm not worried about this game. I'm not worried about it. You know, look, next week it could easily be we beat Burnley and Arsenal lose to West Ham. You know what I mean? And then today will be forgotten, really. Do you know what I mean? So I say let's not get too down. It's not nice, obviously, when Liverpool lose ever. And yes, it was a fantastic advance. It was an opportunity, really, today. It wouldn't have ended Arsenal's title challenge, in my opinion. Even if they went 8 points behind, there's too many games to play to say they're out of it. But it would have been a big right hook, you know what I mean, in boxing terms, and it would have stunned them, you know. But look, we've taken the body blow today, and you know, but we're still top, and we're still playing. You know, we've been playing well. And if you look at the game, actually, because I was when I watched the game, the first sort of half we weren't good. They were too quick for us, too aggressive, like you said, pressing us really high, and you know, we couldn't really deal with that. But towards the end of that first half, we started to get a bit of control of the game. And our goal that we scored, I mean, yes, they scored it, but that was down to pressure from Diaz, you know, putting Saliba under a lot of pressure. He didn't know what he did. And Gabriel actually handballed it into the net. So if it didn't go in, that was a penalty anyway. So for me, listen, we got ourselves back in the game. And the second half, we started well. And we were actually handling the game okay. And if Van Dijk hadn't have made that mistake with Alisson, I don't think they would have won the game. I really don't. I think that was the turning point when they went 2-1 up. And then obviously we started to chase it then, and then Kanate gets sent off, and then they score the third. I mean, by that time it was over anyway. So yeah, it's just one of those things. Look, Arsenal played really well in most of the game. They did okay, especially first half. But second half, up until that mistake, and it wasn't like that was a pass that carved us open and Van Dijk and Alisson made a mistake. That was a bouncing ball that Van Dijk deals with 9 times out of 10. Yeah? Or Alisson deals
99 times out of 100.
Exactly.
More. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that was what was surprising about it. Do you know what I mean? But so for me, I'm not overly down about it. You know, I'm not overly down because I do see lots of good things for us, and we've got too many good players to come back as well. You know, Salah's back. We saw Thiago after 10. It was the last time I saw Thiago. I think Jaden was on the show. That's how long ago. I think seen Thiago. Yeah, no. So look, there's some good things. Thiago could be quite an important player for us. And the other thing I've got to say is McAllister has really come into his own the last few games. That boy he's playing well. So yeah, for me, I'm not happy, but obviously I'm not too down. What do you guys think about recent form anyway? Forget about Arsenal now.
Yes, it's been fun to watch. I think the best way like to describe it. The games are entertaining. Like we are pure entertainment. We have different little different stories going on. You know what I mean? Joe Gomez is back. He's made his longest consecutive run of appearances since 2021 or something like that. And he's been amazing playing out of position. He's played right back this season. He's played left back. He's played inverted right back, and he's just been so good. Everyone wants to get him to get his goal at Anfield, so they're always screaming for him to shoot. You have Conor Bradley coming out of, say, nowhere. Obviously, he was always a promising academy guy, but it's different when you step on the stage and actually perform.
Well, last year he was Bolton's Player of the Year.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. He's been promising. The Bolton manager said it's funny because the loan managers always talk about the players like we knew that he would go and do that because how good he was for us. But again, it's still that level. Premier League is different gravy. Like to perform how he's done. Like he's not just been, oh, this kid's all right. It's like, wow, this kid is really good. You know what I mean? The Nunez thing where everyone just wants him to score and he's still just terrorizing the fences. Yeah, like we've been really fun to watch. I've been enjoying our games. Bit of annoying, like you said about the Arsenal thing, because I absolutely hate their fans. Like they are horrible. Like, yeah, quiet. They've been quiet for weeks. Yeah, you probably haven't heard your Arsenal friends for weeks on end.
Well, I have the ones I know. People like I'm gonna shout their names out because I know they watch. I know they watch this Reggie and George. They're always in the background having a swipe at Liverpool, regardless of whether we win all the games or not. But when we lose, oh my God, these boys, they come into their own with the WhatsApp message. I think there's been must be about 50 odd WhatsApp messages going on tonight since we lost that game. Pictures of, we send jokes out to each other, and there's some running jokes as well that continue to come up. So it's it's funny, you know what I mean? But it's just testament to how big, because you just have to take it tonight, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think I would have been a bit more angry if it was some sort of miscarriage of justice or some sort of mistake. But regardless of the Van Dijk thing, I know you said that we probably wouldn't have lost, but we were not good today. We were not good
we weren't good
in any aspect of the word. You know what I mean?
We weren't good. But listen, they're not a great side. They're really. I mean, they have their players like Martinelli, Saka, Odegaard. Declan Rice is okay as well. But then, I mean, they gave Jorginho man of the match. I mean, okay, he did.
He was good. He played.
He was good, but for me, they're not a great team. I don't care. I don't get it. I don't get why everyone was raves about Arsenal. They have some good players and they play some good triangles in and around the wide areas and get into the penalty. They have a good game plan. They do, but we should have handled them. And once we got back into the game, once we were level at halftime, and we come out second half, and you could see there was a different energy about Liverpool, and they were on the front foot. And Arsenal were worried, man. And until that happened, that mistake, we weren't really under a lot of pressure. They had a few attacks, which they're going to do. They're at home, but we were dealing with them, and it's just annoying the way it came. But look, credit to Arsenal, they took their opportunities today, and they, that's what everyone says they don't do. So yeah, they won. It was their day, but I still think we're going to win the war. They may have won the battle, but we won. We're going to win the war.
Over them, yeah. But it's annoying. It's in a sense, it's still. I'm like you said, yeah. You don't get the hype and stuff. I think they are definitely a good side, but I'm looking at City to be the ones, and they obviously made now a difference to City. Now City are licking their lips, thinking, yeah, you know what I mean. I think Arsenal, obviously they're back in the title race, but they're not. I don't think they're the contenders. Like I think City are the ones to win it always.
But don't you think, guys? I mean, this is for all of you. I still think that these City, Arsenal, and even us, there's more points that are going to be dropped here.
Of course, yeah, of course.
This is not, it's not like, I don't think this City are going to go on a 10-game winning run. I don't think that's going to happen.
I think they can do it.
They could do it. They got their De Bruyne on Haaland back, so they've got experience as well. And the fact
I still don't think so.
There's going to be a lot of teams that wanting to go out there and beat us with the Klopp announcement. It's going to be a lot last chance for a lot of teams to play against Klopp.
I don't think they'll lose before they face us. I don't think they'll lose another game before
they still got to play against Arsenal as well, so that would be interesting.
Yeah, we got to be the ones to beat them. That's what I think, to be honest. I don't think they'll lose before they face us. So that's why.
Yeah, that's going to be a crunch game. Liverpool.
Yeah,
Liverpool, Man City, Anfield. We have to win that game.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That Arsenal game made it must win, which is why it's annoying. Obviously, I know it's not doomsday and stuff. I get it, you know what I mean. But it's just if I were to pick two one out of those two teams to beat, it would be Arsenal and not City, because they're just a different beast.
Yeah. But I think when we play City, we'll have Salah will be back. We'll have most of the team back and hopefully fit, and it'll be a different Liverpool as well that they're going to face. They're not going to face this Liverpool, and it was just unfortunate. I think what happened today. I think if obviously the Bradley situation is domestic, his loss of his father doesn't happen, I think Bradley would have started. There's no way you can drop Bradley. Two man of the match performances back to back. You can't drop the guy from that. Szoboszlai would have started, definitely, if he was fit, instead of Gravenberch. And, I think Nunes, if he didn't pick up a little knock, he would have started too. So, it was just a little bit unfortunate. And for once this season, the players coming in didn't really do the job, which hasn't been the case all season. They've all done the job, whoever he's put in. So listen, it was one of them. We have to take it and move on, I think.
Yeah. I think like today, he has made a mistake with his substitutions, though. I wouldn't have picked Elliott. I probably wouldn't have taken off Gakpo as well. I'd probably been more offensive, probably dropped Gakpo into midfield and, had better connection through the midfield. But as it goes, we've still got a long way. The team's played well up until now. It's just this one loss. We'll get over it and push forward, I guess.
What do you guys think of McAllister? He's really finding his feet now, isn't he?
That track back, that way he won that ball off, I think it was Martinelli, isn't it? It was
Havertz in the penalty area.
Yeah, see, and you didn't think he had that kind of pace to get that, right at the beginning of the season. I think he's blending into the team a lot better.
I'd like to see him and Thiago together a bit for like a whole game. That'd be nice.
Yeah, Thiago came on. Let's see if he can stay fit and contribute, because he's definitely got quality, but it's whether he can stay fit and give us that experience that we need to help us get over the line. Hopefully he can, hopefully he can contribute, but we'll see. Look, it's really funny how one defeat makes everyone start to question everything that's happened in the previous week.
There's always doomsayers, isn't it? Naysayers where
no, it's not about even the doom, but even me, I'm not doomed, but you start to think, man, is our squad good enough? Is it this? Is it that? You start to question a lot of things. But I think when you listen to Klopp and you listen to Van Dijk, like when they come out and they talk, even after an exhilarating victory, they don't get too high.
No,
and even after the defeat, they don't get too low. It's kind of a balance. Be balanced. Okay, we won that game. We thrashed them. Good. We lost this game. We played badly. Okay, move on. Let's learn from that. You know what I mean? And so it's just about not overreacting, because as fans, that's what we do. We overreact. But they shouldn't be overreacting, because they're in that moment. So I trust them. I trust Klopp. I trust the players to work hard. The leaders in the team, like the Alissons and the Van Dijks, Trent, Robbo. Even though Thiago doesn't play, I think he's probably an influence behind the scenes as well, because he has got that experience in the game. So I trust these players to lift the mood, and we know that the team get on so well together. That you can see they like each other, the players. There's a genuine connection between them, and they're always laughing. You just look online at all them little shorts that they do. And so I'm not too concerned. That's the looking at it, big picture. I think we're still in a good moment, and we just have to, carry on, man. And next week we've got Burnley at Anfield, and we just have to win that game.
Let me ask you a question, with African nations, all right, okay, with Salah going away, did you expect to collect as many points as we did?
No,
I didn't actually. I
definitely
thought we'd struggle a lot more, but then then you kind of hope as well that in those moments, other players will step up, like Nunes and Jota. And what gave me a lot of confidence when Salah went was Jota had just come back into the team. Yeah, so we knew that we had that kind of goal scorer, that fox in the box, the guy who normally he's cool and calm in front of goal. So we had that guy still. So we had a goal scorer, if you like. Yes, Nunes is a handful for any defense, but he's not clinical. You know, he's not clinical. And I was saying it the other day when I was at Anfield to the guys who I sit next to in the stadium. He's one of them players you just want to turn it up, just that little bit. He's like, oh, he's almost there. Do you know what I mean?
But
he's like,
with Nunes, then, yeah, do you reckon he works? They make him work too hard because he scores a lot of goals for Uruguay, and he just stays up front. With us, he's got to track back and do a lot of work. Do you reckon that's something to do with the amount of goals? He could have got more if he didn't track back.
No. It's one of them things where he's doing everything right. He's doing everything right. Like you watch him, the numbers don't lie as well. He's creating chances for himself at an alarming rate. He's hit them. He's broke the record for the most times the woodwork's been hit. If you think about the margins on something like that, he's you know what I mean. It's like there's not a massive amount from the post and a goal. He's just been one. He's been unlucky, and two, I think sometimes the pressure gets to him. But
no, I think what you got to look at with Nunes is it's a bit like Suarez. That first season Suarez had with us, he hit the post an awful lot. The woodwork, I remember.
You said about Uruguayans, man. They like the post.
Yeah, well, maybe it's a Uruguayan thing. They like hitting the post. I don't know, you know. Crossbar challenge and all that. I don't know. No, I don't. I'm not saying that. But I think there's a lot more still to come from Nunes, and I think there is going to be a moment when he's going to have that clinical side to him, and then we're going to really see the best of him. But yeah, look, man, it is what it is, man. We just have to take this defeat on the chin, move forward, see what happens. We're still having a great season, and look, I said it before. If Klopp wins nothing, he's still going to be a Liverpool legend. Doesn't matter what happens this season now. It doesn't matter whether he wins everything or nothing or one trophy or two, whatever.
We're still in Liverpool.
It would be lovely if we could win a couple of trophies for him to send him off. You know what I mean? That would be lovely because he's totally transformed Liverpool, you know, from when he arrived to where we are now. And everyone's saying that when he goes, it's going to be, that's it, Liverpool finished. No, he's set the foundations in place. And I liken Klopp to Shankly because that's what Shankly did. Shankly built the foundations, and then the next man that came in, Paisley, reaped the rewards. So I think a similar thing could happen, you know, where another manager comes in and does well, you know, because of what Klopp built. So I'm optimistic. And
do you reckon he's something like, you know, like when he left Borussia Dortmund and Tuchel took charge, and he had something to say, you know, he'll be, get him, you know, from Mainz and that. Do you reckon the next manager is in line and he's had something to say?
Well, Klopp already said he's not going to choose the next manager for Liverpool. That's what Ferguson did, and look how well that went for them. You know what I mean? There's no way Klopp should do that.
He said he's going to let them do their own thing. He said he's going to let them do their own thing. He said don't need any more old men making decisions at the club.
That's it, and he's right. He's done. He's had his time at Liverpool.
Let him go and rest, man.
He's done his contribution. Whatever happens next, and wherever he goes, and that's it. We just wish him well, you know. And like I said in my COP talks when he was going, and I did that one, like when I heard the news, I thought it was a joke when someone told me he was leaving for that. He winded me up, but then I saw the interview, and I kind of understand him. I understand what he's saying, you know. And I was saying this the other day. You know, I don't think he's tired of the actual football, like managing. I think what he's tired of is all the bullshit he's dealing with. the VAR, all that rubbish with VAR, all the referee stuff, all the excessive fixtures, and the journalists. He's already said he hates all the media stuff. All that media stuff, that's the thing that's really got to him, you know, I think. And he doesn't want to deal with it anymore. He's fed up with it, and I don't blame him. Because you see those journalists ask some stupid questions. They really do, trying to wind him up. You know what I mean?
Blue's good for that, and he answers back to them as well. I've noticed.
Who?
And Postecoglou. He's a similar.
He's
he
a
answers back, isn't he?
hypocrite though. A big hypocrite. I don't know. You saw what he said about the referees when they beat us from the blatant mistake, and then he's but back then he said, I'm not like that, mate. I just accept. Back in my day, you just accept the referee's decision, and now things are not going his way. He's like, I can't understand this with the referees. They're not making the right calls. It's like, well, now you know how it feels, because we shouldn't have lost that game. We were cheated, literally.
Yeah. But listen, man, what can we do?
But we're all
on to the next one.
Competitions. We'll just see it out. Let's see what happens.
We move.
Yeah. Well, look, don't wait another 10 months, Jaden, before you come back. Yeah.
I know. I'm sorry.
How's everyone all right? Family good? Yeah.
Yeah, all good, man. All good.
Wicked. Karim?
Yeah, all good, man.
Soon. Dodgy,
Yes.
take care.
Yeah.
Look after yourselves, and we'll talk on the next one.
Yeah, mate.
See you later. Hopefully next time I see you is a win.
Yes, it will be. Take care.
See ya.